And the sun is down. There we go.
Nice.
Sweet. So we are live, coming at you. We're within...
On the road again.
We're on the road again. We are within 3 hours of picking up Mr. Cam Amen. Yeah, and when he's on here, we'll probably have some singing going on, is my guess. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be the three of us talking about what we're going to do. So, it feels so nice not to be driving.
I'll probably be sleeping when we pick Cam up.
Oh, that's going to be in less than 3 hours. You're going to be asleep in 3 hours.
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, if you do need to take a nap, I suppose.
Oh, we're at 65 now.
Oh, hot dog. 65 miles an hour in Iowa. You know, Iowa is very green in May. Very, very green. All of this.
It is.
So, yeah, if you have any questions while you guys are tuned in, go ahead and ask them. We are, I started this drive at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So, for me, I've already got 8 hours in, being that it's 5 o'clock Central time. And we are on our way to Council Bluffs. We are actually going to be in Las Vegas tomorrow. That's right. We decided we are driving all the way through because we are some crazy sons of bitches.
And Shawn spent too much money on buy bonuses one night, so I get good comps at the Park MGM.
Yeah, so Shawn gets really good comps. So we have a free hotel.
Pearl baby.
From Sunday until Thursday, and then Thursday we have a comped room at the Venetian because we have a meetup game this Friday at 2 o'clock.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. So we are doing another update, and yeah, let me know. What do you guys think about the hat? What do you guys think about the glasses? And, I mean, obviously, I'll be wearing a hoodie for the majority of the series. And, yeah, we're just cruising right along here. It was nice to stretch. This is the first time I had brisket from a gas station. What's up, fellows? Love the hat and glasses. Thanks, Nate. Was that the first? It's probably not the first time he's had brisket
No,
at a gas station.
It's like the third time this year.
You look the third time this year. You look like somebody who would order brisket from a gas station.
2 good ones, 1 bad one, but it's Buc-ee's.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Buc-ee's, I highly recommend if you're ever in Texas.
Surprisingly, the brisket was decent.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it passed. It was.
You finished mine for me, didn't you, partner?
I did.
He just grabs it out of my hand. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that.
Let's just say I had a few medicinal properties that made me a little bit more hungry than my norm. So I was really craving some more mediocre brisket from a gas station.
It was.
But are you guys that are watching, are you guys the type that order brisket from a gas station? I really want to know, because that has to be a bachelor thing.
I ordered one in Austin last time.
Now, when you're in Texas, that might be different, but you said it was bad in Texas?
No, the one in Texas this last trip, I stopped off at a gas station. I didn't think it could be bad in Texas, but it was. I mean, it was dried out. It was...
Shit, I don't speak Spanish. La Barba de Papa Noel a la pardon. I am so sorry I don't speak Spanish. Professor, what's your schedule like for the series? I'll be in Vegas in 2 days and would like to link if you're available. I should be available. We're going to get there Sunday afternoon. So tomorrow afternoon, right now we're in fucking Iowa. I'm on the 28-hour drive. So I know I have to be at the series on the 30th. I was asking Wayne what tournaments were going on Monday. This guy's turning. what tournaments were going on Monday, and I think he said the $240 no limit single draw at the Orleans might be what we're gonna play on Monday. But I might honestly just go play Big O at the Venetian on Monday night. I mean, we're gonna try getting a regular 1-2-5 Big O game at the Venetian and a regular 5-5-10 Big O game at the Venetian during the entire time of the series. So you're probably gonna see me at the Venetian when I'm not playing and in one of the tournaments. But I know I'm playing the Double Board Bomb Pod tournament on June 6th. That's my birthday. I'm playing the $600 Deep Stack PLO bracelet. That's a 30K starting stack for $600, and it's a bracelet event. Last year they had 3,800 players. I think this year, I think it's on a Monday. If it was on a Friday, I think they would have had over 6,000 entrants. But what do you think? I mean, that $600 PLO bracelet event went from having 1,600 to having 1,800 to having 3,600 last year.
I didn't realize that.
And then they put it to a fucking, I think it's on a Monday. What, can you look up what date June 13th is? I think maybe it's a Wednesday. Wednesday might be a little bit better.
You just want the WSOP schedule?
No, just, I know it's on June 13th. I already know that. The $600 double board, because Wayne sent it out.
June what?
13th. Is it a Friday? Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a Friday. Holy wah. I'm telling you right now, that's going to have over 5,000 entrants. I think it might even have 6,000 entrants on a Friday.
It's a $500 buy-in?
$600 bracelet PLO, and you start off with 30K in chips. That's going to be fucking outrageous, people.
I might even play that one.
Yeah, that are you kidding me? That $600 deep stack PLO on a Friday? Yeah, do they have 2 days of that? Now you might want to pull up I guess go ahead and pull up the WSOP schedule.
Figured we'd need it.
Yeah, I guess I should just send you the schedule Wayne sent me. So Wayne went through, Wayne, Donkfish Poker, my work wife, went through all of the scheduling, and he actually selected what he felt was the most positive EV tournaments every single day. And I trust him wholeheartedly that I'm probably not even going to question anything. I'm just going to go. Now, I say that, and he said to me, hey, on Monday they have an $1,100 Big O at the Win. And I was like, I don't know if I want to play that. I said I might want to end up playing something else on Monday. Oh, Mujitsu, hello. How are you doing? I don't know if I overplayed this hand earlier. I had 4-5. Hold on. Here we go. I had 4-5-6-6. OTB out of the blind. Big blind defends. Flop comes. 4-6 jack. All hard. So he flops middle set, middle, and that's a monochrome flop. I bet he calls.
Does he have a straight draw too or no?
No.
Okay.
And he's blocking full houses because he has a 4. So 4-6 jack. Yeah. Comes a 5, goes check on the turn, and then a jack on the river. He bets about half pot. Ooh. So anytime somebody's betting half pot in a split pot game, were you playing 08 or PLO 4?
Probably 4.
I go all in thinking I block all the bigger full houses, but I get snapped and called with jack 6. That's just what I was thinking before I read that. No, it's PLO. Yeah, I think half pot. Like, the problem is when he bets half pot, I don't mind a call there. I think a call is fair because he's determining his own price or he's value betting you, and I think you just have to pay him there. I don't like an all-in, though, because the only thing that calls you is jack 6 and occasionally jack 5, especially when the turn comes a 5. So, yeah, there's a 4-5, 6 on the board. Yeah, I mean, he could have quads, but that's I don't mind the call. I just don't like the jam. I think all of that is sufficient, but in position, when it goes check, if you're in position and he checks to you, you might be able to bet pot just in case he has a set of jacks to get him off of a set of jacks. So my one critique, and that would be depending if you had position and he checked when the 5 came, you could lead pot, and sometimes he's going to fold a set of jacks depending on what your image is with him.
Trip jacks, you mean?
Yeah, because if the turn comes a 5, so if the board is 4-6 jack and you have 4-5-6-6, and there's a bet, for example, like what happened in the hand, and then the 5 comes, and then he checks it, you could sit there and say, what's all of a sudden afraid of that 5? Now I'm going to bet pot just in case he has a set of jacks, if he's the type of player that'll fold a set of jacks when the obvious straight gets there. So that would be my 2 critiques of the hand. But yeah, I don't like jamming on the river very often unless you have.
You're only getting called by worse.
Yeah,
better.
You're only getting called by better. So in a way, it's a little bit of a punt.
It's right because it's right in the middle of value.
What are we doing?
It says to turn right here.
Oh, it does. Okay, that's probably why we're exiting. That would make perfect sense. But yeah, so
my GPS is on my glasses.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you've got those Ray-Ban ones, so it just that's a beautiful thing.
I
right
wonder
there.
what the rules are going to be for that at the WSOP, if I can wear them or not.
Oh yeah, you probably won't be able to wear them. Now
No.
you can record all in on the last hand, which they're gonna have people. I mean, this is gonna be weird. Like, are you gonna be able to record the room when there's 3,000 people? Like, just a general
I think
overview?
so, yes.
I would hope so.
I think it's just you can't be recording in the middle, like, constantly.
What about the cash games? Like, what
Um,
if I play at the King's Lounge and I want to play some 5100 OE and then record it like I did last year?
You might need a media pass.
Yeah, well, the media pass
Why
expired
did-
May 1st.
Why did Rampage not get a media pass?
Because
I seen a clickbait on that, but I didn't see it.
no, yeah, he truly did not get a media pass because I guess they were just like, vloggers we don't feel are media. I have no idea. Like, for Rampage not to get a media pass is like, don't people want to see him punt tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars? Doesn't he have like a bet where he's like plus odds if you think he's going to be profitable? Isn't he like plus 140 or plus 160 or something?
They just want to control who's watching.
They
Who's
want
watching
you to
their
have.
product.
They want you to have that paywall.
They don't make the money.
Yeah, they want you to have that paywall. So I guess be a rebel. Tune in. We're gonna do some live streaming.
I've got my glasses. We'll do it secretly.
Yeah, he's got his glasses. We're gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give you guys an update daily from the Madhouse. I mean, I think I've already been live 3 or 4 times today. And this time we're doing fairly well in all these beautiful fields of Iowa. But this road is really bumpy as fuck, though.
Good thing we're in a Subaru.
Yep. So, Subarus are nice cars, but sometimes they have issues. Follow me for more free advice. Yeah,
I don't
Subarus
feel like a lesbian.
You don't feel like a lesbian? Yeah. I mean, if you own a Subaru for 5 years, that's the joke, right?
You're called a lesbian.
You're called a lesbaru, I guess. Now I'm gonna get all the lesbian haters.
I know, right?
Like, that's
it's
great.
my fault.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm a, as Joey Pigtails would say, I'm a transparent. So take that.
My ex-girlfriend would go to my uncle or my grandpa's funeral, and my uncle walks up to her. She had a Subaru. Sorry, I almost said it. And he walks up to her and he's like, she had short hair, and he says, "Nice lesbaru." Like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. And it's like my wife who's like my unicorn, because there's only one in a million. That's not, I know a unicorn's a swinger's term, but that's not what I mean when I say a unicorn. But in any case, she's my unicorn because she's my 1 in a billion. And, but yeah, she has, purple and silver hair, and At one point it was short, and then she's got tattoos all over, you know, and her mom was saying something like, wow, you look very tykey, you know, and it's like, yeah, but, you know, I joke with my wife all the time that she's the man in the relationship, because there's times where I'll have a difficult time opening up like you know, like maple syrup jar, and then I'll hand it to her, and then she opens it and hands it to me. See, this is the kind of shit that other poker vloggers don't tell you about. Not that you really needed to know that, but it's just more useless knowledge. Oh, here we go. We've got some more comments. By the way, we are 100% live, so you guys can ask whatever you guys want to. Marianne Yans, hello, Professor. In PLO4, the small blind and me in the big blind call and open from the hijack. I like this so far. I have King of Hearts, 5 of Hearts, 9 of Spades, 6 of Spades. So King, 9, 5, 6, so double suited.
2 shitty hold'em hands.
Well, 2 shitty hold'em. Surprisingly, even before I see what the flop was, because I didn't see what the flop was, I prefer this hand. Is this in a tournament or a cash game? Okay, doesn't say. But if this is in a cash game, I prefer occasionally to 3-bet with this hand, depending on what your stack to pot size ratio is, depending on how deep you are. And the reason why is because if he calls a 3-bet, your hand range is usually going to play really good about what's calling a 3-bet in position. If he 4-bets you, your hand plays really well with a lot of his 4-bets, because his 4-bets are going to be like aces, maybe Broadway cards like ace, you know, queen, queen, jack. Like he's going to have some queens in there.
Do you get it all in if he 4-bets?
No. But if he 4-bets, he's giving you so much information on his hand.
Do you just fold?
No, because you have double suited 5, 6, 9 king. I mean, you have some connectivity, but really you're not hoping for your king to hit. You're hoping for all your little cards to hit.
Yep, you're hoping for 2 pair.
Yeah, so I have, okay, and the flop comes.
Is it fair to say the reason you 3-bet in the first place is to get it heads up?
Yeah, so you 3-bet in that situation for 2 different reasons. One, you're pushing out the equity of the small blind, because even if you 3-bet and the hijack ends up calling, the small blind's not going to call.
Right?
Yeah, your hand plays really poorly 3 ways. But yeah, so you're squeezing out the equity out of the small blind, plus you're gaining the advantage of where if your opponent comes in and he 4-bets, your hand plays really well against his 4-betting range, and you have a better idea of what he has, like aces or queens.
You do this even out of position?
Yeah, he's in the big blind here.
Okay.
So the small blind's in between. So, oh boy, here we go. So the flop comes King 10, 6 with 2 spades. Small blind checks. Top and bottom, yep. I check, and hijack bets 2/3 pot. Small blind calls, and I call. Okay, so I might have gone from 1 mistake to now 2 mistakes. I don't like the call there, because either there's no turns that you like, except for apparently the 4 of diamonds is probably the only turn that you like.
Yep.
There are some turns that you like I guess you like a 5 because you still have a straight, or you like a 7 or an 8. But there's not a whole lot that you like on the turn, because it also can't necessarily be a spade. So I actually prefer, again, depending on what your SPR is, raising the flop, either check raising or just leading out and betting. I think check potting here would have been a little bit better.
Do you think full pot or just like,
depending on what your SPR is.
Okay, because I personally just like a small bet multi-way. I don't know if I'm doing that right.
Well, so what happened was small blind checks, he checks, and then the original raiser bets 2/3 pot. Right? And then
you're good against the original.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I like a check pot here.
Yep.
But so small blind calls, and then he calls. Turn is a 4 of diamonds. Small blind and I check. Hijack bets pot. Small blind folds and I fold. What do you think? I don't like it. I mean,
I don't. He folded to the pre-flop raiser?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
now you're losing to King 10. is really the only thing that you're losing to. But see, part of the reason why I don't like it is you don't know if your opponent has king 10 or if he's got aces.
Right.
So I would have started off.
Kings,
I would have started off with the 3-bet pre to narrow down your opponent's range, and also you need to just say what kind of SPR you have. Like if you're playing 1-2 and you have and it's bring it in for 5 and you have $2,000 in front of you, or if you have 300, because that also impacts the hand. Very specifically in Pot Limit Omaha, and it does the same thing in No Limit Hold'em as well. Sup, mate? We tried to look for a new pub but couldn't find it. You remind me of a rapper, Central C. Join the revolution, stand and fight with us. Viva la Trump, viva la Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what to say to that, but
right?
I appreciate all of you as we're driving. But yes, if you guys do have more questions, feel free to ask them as we are on hour number. Oh boy, what are we on?
7?
6, 7? Oh,
7
shit.
now, yeah.
I don't even know. But
I think we left at 11:30.
yeah, so lots of great questions. If you guys want to do hand reviews, go ahead and do that. I had Bart Hansen reach out to me after Jungle Man and I were talking about our upcoming Heads Up live match, possibly with the Venetian, and so to do like maybe a Crush Poker Live, I think that would be really cool. Nate, nothing beats drink driving at 3 a.m. Windows down, tunes going. Oh, nothing beats drink driving. Yeah, don't drink and drive. That's not good. That we have Uber for that. Like $30-$40 Ubers, it can save lives. Ride up and fight with me. The revolution has begun. I'm not sure what revolution we're talking about, but I appreciate you checking this out. I don't have Uber in my part of London. Oh. Do you guys have Lyft over in London? You don't have Lyft or Uber? I left a like and sub. I appreciate it, brother. We definitely appreciate the likes, the subscribes, all the love. No, Lyft is banned in the UK. Bro, freedom of speech is banned in the UK. Like, I don't know if you...
That is mostly an American thing.
Since you are a new subscriber, a little bit of my background is I graduated from Notre Dame with a degree in government and international studies, so I'm pretty familiar with all the stuff that's going on there. They had a guy that posted stuff on Facebook that went to jail for 7 years.
I saw that.
Oh my God,
ridiculous.
It's just crazy, dude.
Have you seen that Trigonometry podcast?
No.
That's a good one. It's a British comedian, and well, he's not even a comedian, but he's doing comedy.
Kurt wants to know, what am I playing first? Am I excited? I am super excited, Kurt. Here we go. I'm going to pull up the schedule.
Woo! Excuse me.
You're excused. I'm going to pull up the schedule. Let's see. No limit. 8-handed.
That mystery voting might be a thing. You should get in on that, at least a bullet.
Pot limit? I'm going to look to see what milestones they have for the 5K pot limit, but that would be weird, because if I played that and I got to day 2, I would miss my meetup game. I don't think that would work. Yeah. Okay.
Would they be okay with that? Because that's almost more publicity.
I would think so.
But,
there's dealers. A $1,500 dealer's choice on my meetup game. That starts at 2, and 40-minute levels to level 9.
You know what you should do?
Oh, I can't even enter into that one.
Just play the satellite, bank the money, because that's a satellite you'll do really well in, a 500.
Oh, for the pot limit?
5K for pot limit?
Yeah, I wonder if I could use it, cash it in for a different one. Or you
for
can
sure
just
you
take
can.
the cash.
I think they put it on your account.
Yeah, I'll probably end up playing a milestone on May 28th.
Play the milestone.
For the 5K
you don't
pot
have to
limit
play
Omaha.
The
so it'll be like a $500 buy-in.
I'm going to play it, I think, because I feel like I'm not the best PLO player, but I'm getting better. And I'm just know tournament strategy and when you need to play and when you need to get it in.
So June 2nd is going to be my first one. That's the $1,500 mixed PLO 8, Omaha 8, which includes a round of limit Omaha, which is kind of weird.
What's the buy-in? 15?
PLO, yeah. So June 2nd is going to be my first one. I used to be a police officer, but got kicked off because a lady... Okay. Hold on. It's hard to read when the car's going bouncy bounce. Interesting. Potatoes are so good. You know, Woodsy, potatoes are really good.
Oh, wait till you get... If you join the Madhouse, you can come out to Vegas and you can try my mashed potatoes.
Oh, yes. House Bitch is the one that's going to be doing all the cooking. Crystal meth just hits the streets of London. That really sucks, bro. You know, my brother who passed away did meth a couple of times, and yeah, that shit is just bad, bro. That's not good at all.
That stuff scares me.
June 2nd is when my dog, interesting. So, but yeah, so the $1,500 mix Omaha one is the first one I'm going to be playing. And that's on June 2nd. And then, June 3rd is the Pot Limit Omaha Deep Stack.
How much is that?
Oh, so that's the $600 one. I thought that was on the 13th. So that is a June 3rd. Well, the 6th is a Friday. That means Thursday. So it's a Tuesday. That $600 PLO is on a Tuesday.
So I'll probably get $2,500 now.
You know, we'll see. Can you drive with those red shades? Yeah, as a matter of fact, little secret here, if you ever get tired on a long trip, you don't have to have rose-colored sunglasses. If you have any colored sunglasses that changes the color of your vision, it'll actually stimulate your brain because you're not used to seeing it, and it brightens everything up. So it's one of those things where you put it on and you're like, wow, all of a sudden it looks like you're looking through something else. And then when I take them off, again, because it goes back to looking normal, I get re-stimulated, thus keeping me awake and more focused a little bit longer. Little secret that you guys might not have noticed, but...
Stimulated. Yeah, he's stimulated.
I noticed a lot of even like the 10K players had glasses that were just like this. Maybe not like cheap dollar glasses that literally probably came from the dollar store. But you know, where it was like orange or red or purple where you could just see right through it, and it's so that way they could stimulate it. So I mean, again, I've been doing yoga and meditation. I'm so well focused for the series. I'm gonna be kicking ass and taking names. I am not in Canada or Uganda. I am in the United States. So we are in Iowa. Yeah, some people chew ice when they're sleepy too. Red-blooded American, you look heavy into yoga. Well, I look heavy. And I understand that, and I'm into yoga. You know, I thought about...
Can we do pool yoga?
I mean, you know, I was thinking I could do a branch off my channel called Fat Man Yoga. Because, I mean, you know, I've been doing yoga every day, and let me tell you...
I need to get back into
we're doing it, bro.
I know,
we're going to get there, and we're going to do some yoga. I'm going to lead yoga and meditation every single day at the Madhouse. We're going to see when the tournament starts.
We'll start every morning by playing Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, so June 2nd is... Wait.
We'll do some exercises.
Yeah, June 2nd was the $1,500... not no limit. Yeah, and that starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So on that day, I'll probably be doing some yoga and meditation around 11 o'clock. And Shawn's actually participated in some of my meditations. He's also participated in some of our shamanic ceremonies, believe it or not.
Very therapeutic.
Yeah, and you know what? Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. I tried this new shroom. So there, in the state of Michigan, you can order shrooms on Ann Arbor, or not order them, but you buy them in Ann Arbor. They're legal. And we got this new kind called Galaxy Dust. Oh my word.
Did they make you yawn?
Oh my God. My wife was like, yeah, we did this because we do it for religious ceremonies. And she's like, we did this at ceremony. She's like, I'm only going to take like a half of what I normally would take. And I was like, well, I'm going to take a full one.
Going to the moon,
Going
baby.
to the moon, baby. No, I tell you what, one of my most precious prized possessions in the entire world, my daughter made a piece of art when they were in the 9th grade-ish, 8th grade-ish, and it's called Rainbow Shadows, and it's absolutely the most amazing thing. You know, it's my most prized possession. And I'll tell you the rest of that story here in a second. Alright, stick your head out the window to keep you up. Reminds me of Disco from The Simpsons. I appreciate that. You look heavy into yoga. Oh, shrooms, weed, and some types of alcohol are illegal in London. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. London, I've been to London. It's beautiful. It's nice. But you guys have a lot less freedoms than Americans. I actually have a story about a friend of mine who came over and visited. Now, this was before I was a convicted felon, of course. And she's in my kitchen, and she's from London. And when I would come home from wherever, I would always take my gun, because I used to carry a 6-hour 380 in my back pocket because it was small enough to keep in my back pocket, and I would always set it down on the microwave, and I always kept a round in the chamber, and it had 2 different safety mechanisms on it. But we're standing in the kitchen cooking, and she goes, well, you know, like, I understand, like, this is an American house, but she goes over to pick up the gun, and she's like, well, this isn't a real gun, is it? And I was like, yeah, you need to put that down. Like, you have no idea, like, what the hell? You know, and it was funny because she was just like, oh my God. And I was excited, you know, because for a Brit or a Londoner to go shoot guns was just crazy. So I'm a member of the sports club, so we went up there. We shot guns. I brought pistols. I brought rifles. I brought shotguns. She was taking photos. And first of all, just so you guys know a little bit more background on me, I am actually a licensed NRA instructor, even though I'm a convicted felon. I was an NRA instructor before I was a convicted felon, because I used to teach people how to shoot guns. Maybe that's why I'm just so calm, cool, and collected when I see a $3,000 or $4,000 pot go in the middle. But yeah, so she had an absolute blast. So yeah, there is definitely less freedoms in England. Other guy laughs like Seth Rogen. Yeah, some ladies are dumb. Why are you picking up a gun like it's a toy? Well, yeah, it's just an experience. But you know, the important thing is always follow safe gun handling. You know, that's the bottom story. Yeah, London, man, you guys have it a little bit rough. But no, these shrooms, bro, Galaxy Dust. So getting back to my story, my kid made an artwork with like charcoal, with different colored charcoal on this complete black piece of paper. And my wife gave it to me for my birthday. It was just an absolute amazing birthday gift. Like, I had no idea it was somewhere stored away. And she got it and she framed it. And the cool part about it is like, it's like just rainbow shadows, you know. It's like the shadow outline of a person, but it's like rainbow. So like the yellow follows all one path, and then the blue follows, and then the pink follows. And without her even knowing it, there's like, because it's an all black page, there's little bits and pieces of it that look like a face is like looking through the shadows. And let me tell you, when you're tripping balls on shroom and you're looking at rainbow shadows, a few things happen. One, you see the artwork move. And by the way, we have these llamas too, which were just amazing. But you see the artwork move, and then you see the face in the background, and then it was just amazing. It was like one of the most beautiful moments I've had in a while. And as crazy as this story sounds, it set my mind right for this Vegas trip. Like, say whatever you want to say about it. You know, I'm prepped. I've dealt with my demons. I've dealt with my past. I've dealt with whatever I needed to deal with, baby. This is the fucking year where everything just comes together. And I know I say that every year is different. I feel it. It's like the conversation I was having earlier about being in philosophy class in the Republic of Socrates or Aristotle, where you just have that feeling, you just know that moment's just right over that hill. It's right over that hill, right over there, Shawn. So
right over there.
But you both look like South Park characters, cool as balls. We appreciate that, brother. Marlon, thanks for the hand review. What do you think is the most EV positive Omaha event of the WSOP? I honestly believe the double board bomb pot. There's going to be so many people who are going to be firing at that just for shits and grins. But
it
also
might be the main event.
I mean, it.
Well, no,
you mean like the most where everybody has the most talk over it and everything, and how crazy it's going to be.
There's so many bad players from what I hear.
Oh my God!
Because it's just anybody and everybody who just wants to say that they've played it.
Yeah, and for them to say, "Oh, I played it. I played the first one, the inaugural one." I completely agree.
I just think there's very positive EV. Everybody's going to be playing overly tight. If you have a somewhat aggressive strategy, you'll probably will.
Yeah, if you do want to know more on double board bomb pods, I wrote a book called How Not to Get Scooped. I actually have like 15 copies on me. And it's on Amazon for $29.99. It's 184 pages, 8 chapters. I have a whole chapter on double board bomb pods, a whole chapter on Big O. And but I think the double board bomb pod is probably going to be the softest one. I think Shawn's right. You're going to have lots of people who are going to play it for the first time.
Yep.
And I think you're going to have very few people like myself, Wayne, Cow's a pro in Vegas.
Who's that?
I think he's won like 19 or 20 Venetia tournaments.
Oh.
But he plays
double board bomb pod?
No, just all Venetia tournaments in general. But he's played a lot of double board bomb pod cash game stuff. No, do promote your finance channel in here. That doesn't help anything. Yeah, no, it'll be.
Maybe you need that mod from the other day.
It's possible. It's possible. During Ramadan, we had a colleague playing mosque music, so my manager started seating a bacon sandwich in front of him. Yeah, I don't understand why people would do that. But yeah, we'll watch out this car coming. Just turn right in front of us really slowly. Boy, these roads in Iowa, they remind me of Michigan roads.
I was going to say...
They're bumpy as shit.
I was going to say Indiana.
Indiana roads?
Indiana's bad.
Oh my God, dude. Nothing is like Michigan roads. Our roads are notorious.
Yeah, they are pretty bad up north, aren't they?
Yeah. It's because of all the snow, just the length of snow.
And they're not the highest quality. That's not like they're getting paved every 10 years or anything like that.
This is true. This is absolutely true.
Whatever happened to that infrastructure thing that was supposed to happen?
I don't know. But no, we're not driving on roads in Afghanistan. We're just driving in roads in Iowa. You know. But, oh my God.
Might hit a few
Shawn,
buttons.
is this heaven?
Where's my 72 virgins?
No. Is this heaven? Is the quote from Field of Dreams. Is this heaven? Oh. No, it's Iowa. Literally one of the greatest movie quotes of all time.
I don't remember that one.
Oh my, you don't remember that one? Have you ever seen Field of Dreams?
I was young at the time.
Oh my God,
young
at the time. You're older than me, sir.
I know, but I watched the movie when it came out, not like years later.
Have you? So you haven't seen it since 1989?
No.
Oh
Right,
man.
much.
You know what we're going to be watching here pretty soon? We're going to watch Field of Dreams. Yeah. Because if you build it, they will come.
They will come. I use that quote a lot.
Yeah. Double board bomb pod strategy. Have Mets in the hand and hope there is a third player in the hand that is an idiot. You know, the double board bomb pod strategy, especially in my book, I talk about the pickle position a lot. Even if you use it in just PLO, not double board, or you use it in Big O. Well, no, not really, because it doesn't really apply in Big O because people are going to get the same equity to draw. Yeah, they get more equity to draw when somebody else calls. So, yeah, but the pickle position is really important in double board bomb pot. I would say order my book on Amazon.
I got a signed copy.
You got a signed copy. Hey, these guys are braking. Yeah, we do not want to get into a car accident here.
No.
Nor do we want to get into a car accident anywhere. I was thinking of, oh God, the other guy likes my humor. He's glad you like his humor jokes about Muslims and stuff. Like, yeah, I guess. I mean, whatever. I'm a free-loving type of guy. I love everybody.
Same here.
Brake.
We're good.
I don't love your driving because you brake so damn hard. No. Yeah, this hat, you know, I was thinking, what do you think? You think I could sell these hats for some money? I mean, brand new, a white one of these hats go for about $100. You think I could sell a tie-dye top hat for $300 a pop?
Probably.
I think I could. I could start my own fashion trend of tie-dye top hats.
You got to get other ones too, but...
Yeah, now, Shawn, if you get a final table, sir, I think you're gonna have to be the first one to order a custom tie-dye hat. I committed to myself upon the first final table bracelet event this year because I just have that feeling I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna go get myself something special. If you guys want to guess what it is, guess down in the comments what you think I would get something special. Now, obviously, you guys know I wear a tie-dye hoodie, so this actually completes the outfit. Really, it is getting a little chilly now that it's getting at night, so I'll show you guys, give you guys the full, not quite the full Monty, more like the full dress. Oh boy, I better do this with the seatbelt. There we go. Gotta love road trips. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be my my daily driver for the series. And then when I do final table, I've got my orange tux. Let's see. He likes the color. Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss
He's talking about an album cover with like a me like this with the diamond and a... I'll tell you this, I can't sing worth the shit, but I know Cam Amon can. But
I know a man who can.
He'll be joining us in about, 2 hours?
That'll be a fun live.
Yeah, we'll be going live with Cam a little bit. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe, so that way you'll get an update when we do pick up Cam and we do go live. If you guys don't know, Cam was on American Idol in 2023. I played the 2040 mix all last summer, did real good. It's the nuts. I like this. I like positive. This is a good story, so we're gonna read it. Only ended up playing the 8-game mix, Busto Day 2, and 250 horse tourneys, cashed 4 at 4. Well, that's selective. You know what your strengths are. Definitely stick to them and keep exemplifying on that. No, your face, not the album cover. Just the hat, pills, money, and watch with the diamond pistol. All right. You have great videos. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you, sir. Michael says I have great videos. I am biased myself. I do appreciate that. 4 for 4 is like super good. I hope my first 4 tournaments, not only do I cash, but I end up going deep. Because Wayne, I don't know if you guys saw his video that he posted like yesterday or the other day, but Wayne was talking about how this year he's going to go for it. He had 6 cashes last year in the WSOP, but he had like 5 min cashes, and then he had that 15th place in the Raz. And so yeah, he's like the min cashes, even though they're double the buy-in, which incentivizes you to play more tournaments. It makes the middle so much more flat. So like the difference between getting min cash and getting like 70th on a $1,500 buy-in might be like $900, where in years before the difference between like 250th and 90th would be like the difference of like $2,500 or maybe like $2,000. So it's actually like twice the difference in the middle payouts. Unbeatable says hi. Hello, Unbeatable. I have no idea, R. I would have to see things before I approve things.
What's that?
I don't know. He was talking about posting my face in the underground London subways. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see some things. I've learned a lot from you, says Michael Schultz. My folding skills are definitely a strength thanks to you and Skolansky. Studying saved me. They were just the daily horse tournaments. Nice. I love hearing stories like this, brother. I'm sure then you've ordered my book, and I'm going to be here all June. So if you order my book and you see me, I'll definitely autograph it for you. I'll definitely personalize it for you. We'll get a photo, we'll get a selfie together. I'll put it on one of the episodes coming up, whether it's Life of a Grinder. Also, we have the meetup game is this Friday at the Venetian. How are we doing here?
13 more miles.
Till what? Until you exit?
Until we do another road.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, how not to get scooped on Amazon. So thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. I have seen the show Better Call Saul. Our friend from London wants to know if we've seen that.
I watched the first few seasons. I just kind of never finished it. I don't know why. I just finished Breaking Bad again for the 3rd time.
You've watched Breaking Bad 3 times?
Yeah.
My God.
It's so good.
It is so good, isn't it? I think, and this is something my brother Daniel and I used to get into disagreements with. Oh, no, not Daniel, Brian. Daniel and I agreed that Breaking Bad was probably the all-time best show on TV.
Yep.
History, period, end of story. It has every element. It has drama. It has comedy. It has the ironic moments. Like, and I know you guys are like, Professor. We're here to talk poker, baby, not fucking be a film critic. Get on with talking poker.
You know, the coolest thing I heard about it was it's the dynamic that made it so good was the good guy turning bad and the bad guy turning good.
Oh, yeah.
Never thought of it that way, but that's totally true.
Yeah, I like that. All right. It's so sad. Howard is. Oh, how. Okay. Gonna try the stud tournament Thursday. I'll buy it. Thanks again. I appreciate you, Michael. Yeah, I like it. If you guys do want to support me, support the channel, order my book. Have me sign it for you at the series. I'll love that. I'm excited. We're gonna drive all the way through. We're gonna get there Sunday afternoon, and the first thing I'm gonna do is probably just chill by the pool.
Sleep.
I'm probably gonna sleep, hit the jacuzzi, chill by the pool. I might do a cold plunge. The problem is, if I do a cold plunge in a sauna, I'll feel like I got a cold plunge, man. Ooh, you are wide awake and you are ready to go.
No, get some sleep.
I learned how to become a millionaire and ride motorcycles. Okay, is a must buy book. Ever played Omaha High 816? That's my year-round bread and butter at Boulder Station. Oh. I love Omaha High only. Is Boulder Station, was that the one, it's like 20 minutes from the strip where you end up going there at like 4 in the morning and it's like 7 or 8 Asian dudes and they all have like $4,000 in chips and they're all $2 chips and they're playing 4-8. Is that the same Boulder Station?
I've never played
oh
there.
My God, yeah. I'm thinking that's the same Boulder Station. I remember going there at like 4 in the morning once, and there's like literally like 8 Asians around a table playing 4-8 Omaha, and they all have $4,000 in $2 chips. And it was like cap. Yep. Really, really good game.
It sounds like it.
Super good game. So, what do we got? 2 more hours? So, look at this. We're almost at, are we at the hour mark? No, we're almost, though. We're just going to stay on for a while. I mean, why not?
Why not?
So, on Boulder Highway, no Fold'em Omaha. Yeah, for sure. That's the same Boulder Station, bro. You could build a bankroll on that. Like, seriously, one of the best Omaha games I played was at Casino in Sacramento. It was a 6-12 with a full kill. So on the full kill, it was a 12-24, meaning you could bet $96 on the turn and $96 on the river, right? So think about that for a minute. And it was 9-handed, and a lot of times it would get 6 ways to the river, even if it was capped on the turn. So, I mean, you're talking in a 6-12 game, pots that regularly were over $1,000. And I used to play that game until I was up $1,000 a day. I would play 6-12 with the full kill, and it was literally me and like 8 Asians. And I would have these $2 chips of stacks that were just huge. Thoughts on Kanye West? I don't know. I don't.
It's an interesting watch. I don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fucking crazy, though. I'm curious to see who all gets charged at the end of this.
What are we talking about here? Is this the P. Diddy thing?
Oh, wait, Kanye West. I'm thinking P. Diddy.
No,
Kanye
I was like,
West,
I heard the P. Diddy thing and President Obama was involved, is what I heard.
I've heard that.
The transcripts from the court documents were like, say what? Apparently, there was a drug dealer or something in New York that delivered drugs to Obama at a P. Diddy party and just testified about it on Friday. Like, it was fucking casual. Like, are you fist fucking me? Like, am I making this up? I don't think so. No, I did, in fact, yes. I heard that on the news, but I don't know.
Kanye is just good at making waves.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I've been killing that game for a while. Half kill, 12-24. Not worth it during the series, though. 2040 mix is the best. You know, Michael, I'm sure I've played with you at the 2040. Thoughts on Alex Jones? He's pretty big in London. I don't keep up with other celebrities very often.
They're making the frogs gay.
Is that what they're doing? Okay.
That's what he believes.
But, yeah, the 2040 mix is pretty much the bee's knees. My problem is I don't think Caesars, I don't know if they're going to allow vloggers to record. That's a legit question. I mean, we were just talking about that, and I said, I think we're just going to try doing like the 125 Big O over at the Venetian. We're going to try doing the 5510 Big O over at the Venetian. Because I have filming rates at the Venetian, I know we can get tables. We've got really good dealers. It's going to have better rake. You get comped. Parking is 100% free for poker players. And if you're walking down from the Paris, it's a nice brisk little 15-minute walk, and it's on the second floor, and you're away from all the smoke and all that other shit. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to do any like mixed dealing. I don't think they want to do that, but I think Big O is where I'm going to play that. The 5100 OE that usually goes off on the King's Lounge, I do like that game. That game is hard for me not to want to play. Matter of fact, when I get into town on Sunday, I might play 5100 OE. It's a travel day. It's a travel day. I can't play on a travel day. This is the part of me that gets excited when I start thinking about playing the 5100 OE.
Don't degen it out.
Because
Don't lack of sleep.
The thing I love,
stick with your plan.
I love about like high stakes limit games like 5100, 75, 150 is like the 5100 game you buy in for like 20, 2500, a rack of green. And it doesn't take much to win a few $1,000s in that game. Same thing with like the 75 150. You typically buy in for that for like $3,000 or so, and it's like it doesn't take much to win like $2,000 in that game. It's really just a couple of pots, and that's what I love about those games, man. And yeah, those are like the true grinder games right there. Is like 75 150, 50 100. I mean, you're gonna find plenty of business guys, but you're gonna find more grinders in that realm. So yeah, I'll probably either be playing 5510 Big O, or I'll be playing 5100 or 75 150. Bart said he would really like to play a 75 150 08 game, so maybe we'll do a 75 150 Big O limit game over at the Venetian. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, 75 150 or even a 5100 with like a half kill would be pretty cool. Big O limit. Yeah, I would be down with that. That'd be super sweet. Venetian is nice for sure. Caesars and Planet Hollywood open again to Chip Jet did real good on the 08 last year. I've heard is good. I saw that Planet Hollywood open, and I saw that Caesars open, and Caesars opened with like the smallest amount of publicity in the world. I didn't even know that they were reopening up their poker room, and then all of a sudden, poof.
Oh, I didn't realize they did.
Yeah, see, where Planet Hollywood had more publicity, so Caesars kind of, maybe they didn't put any publicity into it because they're like, oh, the WSOP is starting and it's going to be at our property anyways. But like, shame on you for not letting all the locals know, all the vloggers know that you have a new poker room for us to like come check out. Obviously we're going to find out anyways, but like in all seriousness, like the publicity with Planet Hollywood was like all over the place, where the publicity with Caesars was like non-fucking existent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, shame on your publicity team, because the question for the last like year was, is Caesars going to reopen the poker room? Who the fuck knows?
Or before the WSOP and all
yeah,
that.
like, so I don't know. Maybe we need to ask the DGen Minute, aka Ryan DePaulo, RDP, to do a news story on it, because why the fuck not? So yeah, I don't know. But what were we talking about? Oh, Venetian. Yeah, no, obviously I get paid by the Venetian to endorse them, but even if I didn't, Tommy and their dealers are great.
It's a good room.
They're knowledgeable. The chairs are comfy. Yeah, I love the fucking Venetian, dude. It's their poker room's really good. And as far as parking, I mean, bro, it takes you not even 2 minutes to go from parking your car to being in the Venetian poker room. Like, you're not gonna get that anywhere else in Vegas. I'm curious what Caesars is, though. I'd like to check it out. But how much does the Venetian pay me? Well, I'd like to get more out of them, as much as I could. Don't suppose you'll have any meetup games in Chicago area ever again. No, I am working on doing a meetup game with, I think it's Chicago Charity Group. They told me that they would love to host us again. Wayne and I are just going to work on the series, and then we're going to figure out doing meetup games throughout the rest of the year, not just at the Venetian.
Is that the Rockford Charitable Games?
No, there's Chicago Charitable Group, and then there's Rockford Charity Games. I didn't mention Rockford Charity Games because they didn't invite me, but I'm so glad that you got to bring them up.
I wasn't sure if that was the same one.
No, Rockford Charity Games, I have no idea. But like right after my felony thing came out, they were like, we don't want you to host our thing. And I was like, the guy there, Jeff, is a cool dude. I got nothing against him.
I played there a couple of times during COVID.
Yeah, and I think actually they moved the 5100 game to the Rockford Charity game.
Oh, wow.
The mixed game that I used to play with Todd at the Horseshoe. So I don't know. If somebody's from Chicago, if they could tell me where they have that 5100 game again. But I keep getting a friend of mine, or I should say a friend of ours, keeps inviting me or keeps asking me why haven't I visited Chicago. Literally, I have just been way too fucking busy, but I need to make a point to go to Chicago because it's not like I'm trying to avoid this guy. I've just been fucking swamped. But I need to make a point to go to Chicago. So I do need to get to Chicago.
A friend of mine went there recently. He did real well.
Yeah. So
maybe it's the same person. I don't know.
Andrew Davis, what up, Prof? You should change your name to M Capone. M stands for poker. Poker Capone. Okay. I don't know. I told you why I got kicked off the force. Oh, you wanted to know what I did to commit a felony? I played poker. That's a true story.